So I've been sitting on making this video for about a week now. I didn't want to jump the gun like I did with the boys video, and I wanted to make sure I had all my thoughts. Now that I've done that, wow, was Spider-Noir an unexpectedly, extremely good show in my opinion. I won't lie, I've been excited for the show to drop, but my bar wasn't too high, just considering I don't even know if I would have liked it. I mean, yeah, it's Spider-Man, big Spider-Man fan, but Nicolas Cage playing Spider-Man in a 1930s black and white noir TV show sounds like something you absolutely have to see, but not something that would necessarily be good. It just kind of felt like a gimmick, as if some producer was like, hey, wasn't that one black and white Spider-Man funny in Spider-Verse? Let's give him a show. All that mixed with the fact black and white films and just the noir genre in general, they're probably my least favorite things in film as a whole. So I really did have mid to low expectations coming into the show. Boy, was I fucking wrong, and I'm so glad to admit it. So I'll start the actual review by saying I think it's absolutely necessary that you watch this show in black and white. It just fits the overall tone of the show so much better, considering what time it takes place and just the vibe that they are going for. That being said, this show does things that literally no adaptation of Spider-Man, maybe any other fucking superhero movie or show, has ever done in such a great way. It's so weird and gritty and campy, but they take it serious at the same time while having an interesting plot and some really damn solid character work. They use characters that are rarely ever seen or even known by the masses, aside from Sandman. Yet, I didn't really care. It almost made it better, as I had very little preconceived notions of any of these characters, so that allowed me to get immersed into this world much more. Even his secretary and his best friend, who don't play a huge role in the main plot, I thought they had good writing and ended up just being great characters in general. Now, I know I said it before, but I need to say it again because this show is fucking weird. I still don't believe that it's real. It actually felt like I was watching interdimensional Cable from Rick and Morty. This is almost entirely because of Nicolas Cage, since this motherfucker absolutely killed it in this role. I thought he was great in Spider-Verse, but this was definitely going to be a really interesting take on the character. Every single line delivered, every body movement, all of it was just hilarious to me. I can't describe what he was doing, but I think taking on this role, he genuinely embodied the spirit of a spider. That's the only way to compare his acting in this show, because it's unlike anything you've probably ever seen. I can only assume he had some great dialogue to work with and directing, but there is no world that anyone can do whatever the fuck that performance was other than Nicolas Cage himself. The premise was something also that I thought worked really well, and I think that's because it's very similar format to something like Daredevil. On one side, he's a gritty private detective, but obviously he handles shit his own way when he needs to. Before the start of the show, however, Ben Reilly, who is our Spider-Man, he dropped the mantle of the Spider and locked in just on his private detective work. Hearing this, I was a bit worried for the start of the first episode, just because I didn't think they were going to lean into him being Spider-Man. I thought they would just kind of use it as a device, or to get people to get hooked into the show. But don't you worry, because we go all out. My guy has a similar but different origin story to our one and only Peter Parker, but like everything in this show, it has just a weird ass spin to it. Like with how he gets bit, and how powers are just handled in this universe in general. Nah, I'm gonna be honest, I ended up liking his Spider-Man like way more than I probably should have. My only major negatives, but unfortunately they are pretty big, are, well, I found all the episodes to be extremely entertaining. It is a very slow burn for the first half or so in terms of just things coming together. especially with the group of villains, since they were busy getting just great character work done to them. And again, well, the black and white wasn't an issue for me. It actually maybe changed my opinion on black and white films and as a whole. I'm just not a huge fan of the noir genre in general, so all those classic tropes, I just didn't really care for. Except for the smoking. Smoking looks tough in black and white. But I also just need to say this show had some extremely great writing, dialogue, performances, cinematography, directing. This show is the complete package. I do also need to give one last special shout to the theme song, which is one of the few that I've just never skipped once. That being said, my overall rating maybe doesn't do it justice just because of those little nitpicks I have personally. But I'm going to give Spider-Noir, hopefully season 1, please Lord give us a season 2. I'm going to give it an overall 80%, and I'm making this video really just to recommend it. Go watch this show. Peace out, my boys.